My dear students of class 11 and 12, welcome to our today's class. I am MD Asghar Khan, Senior Lecturer, Department of Mathematics, Milestone College, Uttara, Dhaka. I hope that, my dear students, by the grace of Almighty Allah, all of you are well. I am also well. Dear student, today we will discuss about your higher mathematics, second paper, chapter 8, exercise 8C. This chapter is important for your exam, and today this is the last exercise. We want to discuss about basic concept of this exercise and some mathematical problem. Okay, dear students, now we can start our today's class. Dear student, today I want to discuss about your higher mathematics of chapter 8. Already you know our today's topic is exercise 8C. For beginning this exercise, we have to know the some basic concept of this exercise. At first, we want to discuss about the magnitude of the resultant of the two like parallel portion and its direction. Here you have to consider P and Q are two like parallel ports. So at first you have to know what is two like parallel ports. If the two ports are acting line of action are parallel to each other and their direction also be same, is called a two like parallel ports. Okay, and their resultant is P plus Q, and its direction along the direction of the force P and Q, and the resultant direction of resultant is also the same of direction of P and Q along the direction of the forces P and Q. So the direction of the resultant force R is the same direction of resultant the same direction of the force P and Q, and who is acting between the line of action of the force P and Q at a point C, and the action point between the action point of P and Q, and that is near to A. So the resultant, the action point of resultant near to A, where A is the action point of force B. So we can say P into AC, distance between ports P and resultant R, and Q into BC, distance between BC is distance between Q and R. So if the two like parallel ports, then we have to memorize it. Ports into distance of resultant, and another one ports into distance of their resultant. Now magnitude of the resultant of the two unlike parallel forces, just consider P and Q. Okay, what is unlike parallel forces? If their line of action are parallel but direction not same, then we can say the two forces are unlike parallel forces. Consider here P and Q are two unlike parallel forces. Here the line point of action A, the force is P and their direction is upside, and another force B, another force Q, which is acting at a point B, direction of Q acting downside. Okay, then the resultant is parallel to the greater force. Here consider P is greater than Q. So their resultant parallel to the greater force. Here greater force is P. So the resultant R is parallel to P, line of action parallel to line of action P, and the resultant is the magnitude of resultant is R is equal to P minus Q. From this condition we can write P into AC is equal to Q into BC. That means the force P into distance between resultant AC and Q is into distance of resultant is BC. if the two ports are unlike parallel. Okay, my dear student, now we want to discuss a mathematical problem of this exercise, exercise 8c. Our first question, example 1. The question is, the man places a stick horizontally on his shoulder and a load at the end of the stick, and if the weight of the load is W and A and X be the distance of the load and his hand from the shoulder, prove that the pressure on his shoulder will be W into 1 plus A divided by X. Just consider AB is a length of the stick. It places on shoulder at a point C, and at a point A of the stick a weight was hang, which is W, and another side the hand pressure will be applied at a point B. So at a point C the reaction of two forces will be applied. Here the description of this question is, let AB is the stick, a weight W is hung at a one pole A of it, and at a point C reaction of the shoulder of the man, and at a point B the pressure of the hand is applied. So now we want to apply the formula. If the force W and F their resultant action at a point C, then our formula is, here the distance from this point C to load W is A. So here AC is equal to A and BC is equal to X, which is given in your question. Now W into AC distance of resultant is equal to F into BC. Here W into AC is equal to A and F into BC is equal to X. Now Fx is equal to WA and F is equal to WA divided by X. This is equation number 1. Now the reaction at a point C. At a point C, the reaction, the summation of load W and hand pressure F. So here F from the equation 1 is WA divided by X. So is equal to, take common as W, then 1 plus A divided by X. Okay, dear student, now the this reaction is called the pressure at shoulder. We can say the reaction at a point C is the pressure at shoulder is equal to this, and this is our proof of this example. Okay, dear student, now example 4. The question is, two like parallel forces P and Q, where P is greater than Q, acting on a rigid body at A and B are interchanged in position if the point of application of the resultant displaced along AB through a distance D. Prove that the displacement of resultant D is equal to P minus Q divided by P plus Q into AB. At first we want to consider the two forces P and Q acting at a point A and B. their resultant acting at a point C. Their resultant is P plus Q acting at a point C. According to the two like parallel forces, we can write P into AC is equal to Q into BC. Now P divided by Q is equal to AC divided by BC, and we can write it BC divided by AC is equal to P divided by Q. By the component rule, we can write BC divided by BC plus AC divided by AC, P plus Q divided by Q by the component rule. Okay. Now BC plus AC, we can write it AB. P plus Q divided by Q. Now AC into P plus Q is equal to Q into AB. So AC is equal to Q divided by P plus Q into AB. This is equation 1. Dear student, now you have to look the question. Here, if P and Q interchanged, then the position of interchange in position. If just the position P replaced by Q and the position Q is replaced by P, then their resultant, the action of their resultant, the point of action of their resultant displaced along AB through the distance D. So the resultant displaced along AB, just consider the resultant now acting at a point D, which is also P plus Q, and this distance and previous resultant acting at a point C, and now the resultant acting at a point D, and their distance is considered at D, which is given in your question. So now Q acting at a point A, now Q acting at point A, P acting at point B, and their resultant acting at point D. So therefore we can write now Q into AD. According to the two like parallel forces, Q into AD is equal to P into BD. Okay, Q into AD is equal to P into BD. Now P divided by Q is equal to, here this is BD and here this is AD, and now we can write it Q divided by P is equal to BD divided by AD by the component rho Q divided by P divided by P is equal to BD plus AD divided by AD. BD plus AD, BD plus AD, we can write it AB divided by AD. Okay, now we want to find the value of AD from this line. Now AD into P plus Q is equal to P into AB, and AD is equal to P divided by P plus Q into AB. This is our equation number 2. Dear student, we want to find the value of D, which is CD. Here the equation from equation 1 AC and equation 2 is AD. AC and AD, the value of AC and AD is given, and then what will be CD. So AD minus AC is equal to CD. From this line we have to equation 2 subtract equation 1 subtract from equation 2. Okay, so we get from 2 minus 1, and equation 2 is AD minus AC is equal to P divided by P plus Q, AB minus Q divided by P plus Q into AB. Here AD minus AC, AD minus AC is equal to CD is equal to P divided by P plus Q minus Q divided by P plus Q, and the common term is AB. So CD, the distance of CD is equal to D, which is given in question. So this is D is equal to, here P plus Q, we can write P minus Q into AB, and we have to prove this, and our the condition of proof already we have got this. Okay, dear student, this is our today's class.